I hope you enjoyed Biodiversity Week and had a chance to take part in some of the walks and talks that we've had on offer. We've also had these video stories which have exemplified one or two individual plants. And right now we are standing under a dawn redwood, which was discovered only in 1941. So like many of these rare conifers, it contains a remarkable story of discovery as well.
This species has been distributed around the world and is grown quite commonly in botanic gardens and private gardens around the world. And this is something that we do at Glasnevin, Kilmacurra and the John F. Kennedy Arboretum. We have many species that are shared between our sites, but we also have species that are site-specific. And some of the reasons for that might be the soil conditions at JFK Arboretum are somewhat different to the soil conditions at Glasnevin or Kilmacurra. So having the opportunity to have multiple sites gives us an opportunity to grow species that may be intolerant of one particular condition and are tolerant of another. So having this multiple sites gives us a very broad opportunity to grow so many of these rare and threatened conifers.
The Office of Public Works itself has also taken the bold step of developing a biodiversity action strategy which will encompass all of its sites and its activities. So as well as the particular sites that Darach was mentioning there, the National Botanic Gardens at Kilmacurra and Glasnevin, and here at the John F. Kennedy Arboretum, the OPW has that opportunity to conserve not only the culture and history of this nation, but to take part in preserving the biodiversity of the globe.
And that raises an important point, is that when we're looking at these groups, people will often ask the question, well, why conserve something? We have relatively a small number of conifers around the world compared to flowering plants, and people would often ask, why bother? Well, we bother because everything is important. Every single element of global biodiversity has a role to play. And we don't know in some instances that particular species, whether it's a conifer or another flowering plant, may hold some important genetic material that could be used in the future. It may have important medicinal values that we don't quite understand. Many species, of course, have cultural value to indigenous peoples. So losing these things is very important, and we don't want to lose anything at all in our work.
And I think overriding all of that, one of the great lessons we've learned from biology is that the intactness, having all of the elements, if you like, that build up these ecosystems, these plants in the forests, is vital to their robustness. The way that they can maintain themselves in the face of forest clearance, climatic change, is dependent upon the continuity of that biodiversity into the future. So our role in assisting with that, we see as something of great importance. And when we will revisit Biodiversity Week in future years, I hope we'll be able to report back on other interesting stories.
I hope this week you've got a sense of the broadness, the diversity and the importance of conifers as a group. Of course, we are conserving and doing work on other groups at our sites. Conifers is something we're focusing on this year to highlight the importance of the collections that we have. But we're doing many other projects that, as Matthew said, we will hopefully expand on it in future years and give you more details in Biodiversity Week next year and the years following. So I hope from the week that you've had in terms of tours, lectures and so on, looking at conifers, that you've begun to have a new appreciation for the species, this often maligned group of plants. They are very diverse, aesthetically very beautiful, under serious threat globally. So it is a group that we should focus on, and it's something that we're very proud of here at the John F. Kennedy Arboretum and our sites at Kilmacurra and Glasnevin.